Hello and welcome to Dan's Corner. That cracks me up. I'm sorry. Anyway, just got back home. We were talking with Clyde and Clint Oliver of Tri-Cities Realty Group. Really good couple of guys. We went and looked at a house. Unfortunately, anything in our price range is going to be kind of close to what we just looked at, which there was 2 bonuses and about a lot more than that we didn't want from it. A couple of big things, a couple of things we could have gotten over. But seeing as how looking for a house, purchasing a house, being able to pay for a house, I think we'd pretty much have to wait until spring when my job starts picking up to really look into getting a house. That's not saying that something comes up on the market, it's a really good deal, we can get it. But, as it sits right now, it's a no-go. Anyway, so I was looking at my Facebook because I have, that much of a life that I sit and troll and veg on Facebook. And I'm really getting to understand that in a political spectrum of things, people are choosing sides, and there's very few that are in the middle anymore. They either listen to the media or listen to their friends, listen to the news reports that are on TV, listen to talk radio, listen to whatever. But I'm noticing this country is becoming less and less, I just don't know, to more of a, no, I take this stance and I take that stance, which is great. I think it's awesome. Namely because people are actually starting to stand for something more than, some people are still just standing for themselves, what they want, and their agendas themselves. The biggest thing recently in the news is the Affordable Care Act, which, like anything else this president has proven he lies about, and the name is just as deceiving. Many of you may even have felt the effects of this law even before it came into it being a law fully implemented, which it just really irritates me when politicians say, well, you can't do anything about it because it's the law of the land now. Well, if it's the law of the land, then how come the lawmakers are exempt for it? The law keeps changing. The law keeps getting delayed. It keeps getting broken by the very people who are trying to implement it and tell us that it's such a great, wonderful thing. There's the other thing with gun rights, which I believe, even though I am not able to own a gun, personally, I believe that every individual American should have the right to be able to own a gun. Although I do not believe that each and every American should own a gun. I'm really sick and tired of these news people saying after every shooting, and it's almost getting to the point where you can predict when the next shooting is going to be just by what's going on in the news. Whether it be a scandal or a cover-up or just whatever they want to ignore, or these other things, these other fake crises are lessening, so people start focusing on the real issues at hand. And there's obviously going to be a diversion to that, because what politician wants America to know what they're really up to? I don't care what side of the fence you're on, or even if you're near a fence, whether you're Democrat, liberal, progressive, libertarian, conservative, Republican, or anything. political. There's an agenda behind it. And unfortunately, the liberal agenda, the progressive agenda, seems to dominate a lot of the political spectrum. And of course, the more, as they say, the right you get, the less your agenda is for you and what you want, as it's more towards the American people and less government. While on the other side of the spectrum, the further you go that way, it's more government and more handouts and more entitlements as it goes. I know I really need to work on my speech and quit saying all the time. I'm not quite as bad as the commander-in-chief yet. I don't need teleprompters. Of course, I don't have an actual message to send out a lot of times. So I guess it's not as important. I was thinking the other day I should just start writing things down, so that way when I do get on here I can look at my list. Since the camera I'm holding, well, you can see where I'm holding my hands, sort of, right? That's that one right here. That's up quite a ways, while I'd be having it down here and going like this. To read, that was a total waste of time. So this house we looked at, it had a few things that were really nice. It had a hobby room, it had a nice backyard, it had plenty of storage in the back. But yeah, the roof, the siding, there was a bunch of things we didn't like about it. But it was nice to see in the flesh, in the physical, what these houses in our price range are actually going to be. And I don't know if it's just me, or if you guys can tell me, but my mouth looks like it's only about half open. That's bugging me. I'm hoping it's the camera. With that being said, I just want to say that I thank you guys for suffering through the videos I've made so far. I hope you find them enjoyable. I hope listening to me doesn't make your ears bleed, or make you want to fall asleep or hang from the ceilings or slit your wrists or anything like that. Usually after I make these and after I post them, I'll force my wife to watch it. She's so good to me. I love that woman. But yeah, I hope all 6 of you right now, maybe 7, 8 maybe, enjoy watching this, and we'll keep watching and we'll stay tuned, because as this goes, I'm hoping I'll be better at presenting this, that I will actually have an agenda. There's that word again. And I will be getting my message across, and hopefully when we get a new house, or a house, there'll be a room that I can do this, and you won't see the fish tanks, or, well, these are the gecko cages, or an open closet, or, okay, yeah, the door is open. It's not actually a mirror. That would have been kind of cool, actually. And then I'll have to name it from Dan's Corner to, something else. You guys have a great day. We'll be heading to church here pretty soon. I pray that all of you do have a great night, and I hope that many of you have made a choice for God. Just because we're Christian doesn't mean we're not human. So with that, you guys have a great time, and we'll see you again tomorrow.